Yeah, David, this is the type of weather that people here in Marblehead wait for all year long. And now that it's finally here, they can't take advantage of these beaches. You'll see signs like these at 2 beaches here in town. It's a summer trend that may have been caused by all the spring rain.
Cara?
Well, David, most second graders here at the Jenkins School would love to bring their dogs to school, but the one you're about to meet has a unique reason for wanting her best friend by her side. If you're wondering why there is no school in Boston tomorrow, take a look at all of this. We are actually in front of the State House right now. These are the steps to the State House, and this behind me is actually the front gate to the State House, but of course all of this is covered now in snow. We can show you crews will certainly have their work cut out for them tomorrow. David, that fox was on the loose in these woods for 5 hours before police finally tracked it down. It attacked a dog, an 11-year-old girl, and 2 4-year-olds here on this playground.
This is our life.
If wealth could be measured by the number of clothes, bottles, bibs, and baby food in this household, David and Mary Zink have hit the jackpot.
It's a never-ending battle of baby stuff.
Meet Jacqueline, Jonathan, and Jillian. They're 3 little people with 3 big personalities.
And he's like the leader between the 3 of them sometimes.
She'll screech like a smoke detector.
And Jilly's very laid back.
Having triplets is 9 times as hard as having one.
They arrived as preemies.
Oh, they were like little chickens.
At just over 3 pounds apiece. Now a year old, they've left their 2 parents a little tired, but always tickled.
That's pretty much what we look forward to the most is the laughter.
But you can't really understand the depth of their joy without knowing the sadness behind it and how this story of life began when another one ended.
And I will ache for her, and my heart will bleed for her forever.
3 years ago, their daughter Trista was killed by a drunk driver. She was 16 years old.
I still see her smile. She was always happy. Always happy. That's what I miss the most.
Trista was walking home after studying for a math test. The then 19-year-old driver, William White, was coming from a party.
You just literally go numb. You're numb for a long, long, long time.
Yeah, it's every parent's nightmare.
The Zinks have their son David, but were so paralyzed by the pain, they decided to contemplate parenthood all over again.
We weren't ready to surrender to the concept that we were all done growing the love in our family.
I did 2 IVF cycles. I did 1 the first time.
With the help of modern medicine, Mary became a mom at 44. But that's only part of the miracle. The eggs fertilized on December 15th, Trista's birthday.
I'll be 66 when they graduate. I'm sure as they go through school, their friends will be asking them, how come your grandparents always bring you to these things?
And this one was when we were on vacation with my son.
Now a household that had stopped celebrating holidays welcomes Christmas, Halloween, and triple birthdays. And in their once empty hearts and home, there is now no shortage of company.
I think it's more accurate to say that our hearts have 3 new tenants. We're gonna do the triple.
The Zinks will never forget what's missing, but now focus on the 3 things they've literally multiplied: life, laughter, and love.
Say bye-bye.
Trista would have turned 20 years old this year. The driver, William White, pleaded guilty to drunk driving charges. He's now serving a 3.5-year sentence. Cara Jones, Fox 25 News.
I hope it becomes a place, where all local artists can come and, display their work.
As the owner of the Middleborough Art Gallery, Peter Damon knows a few things about paintings and pictures and what turns an amateur into an artist.
You've got a really nice loose style of watercolor. I think it's really nice.
He's a believer that in art there is beauty in imperfection.
Like this row of paintings in particular.
Life taught him that lesson 3.5 years ago.
I've always worked with my hands. I was a mechanic, I was an electrician.
Peter was injured in Iraq while working on a military helicopter. He lost both arms. His friend Paul Bush lost his life.
He was only 19 years old, full of life, full of energy.
One certain movement, sometimes it's like a sharp pain.
Peter spent 15 months in rehab and learned to get by on his own. Still, he needed some way to support his wife and 2 kids.
We got his brain in my hand, so together we just make it work.
Now the soldier with no arms is not only self-employed, he's found a means for self-expression.
I just started drawing shapes one day and figured maybe if I could draw shapes, I could just, you know, draw pictures. I don't know, it's just a hook, you know, I mean, the things slip out of there. You know, it doesn't really, sometimes it's not holding the pencil right or whatever.
The former mechanic is now using this tool to both create and recover.
I would have told you I'd rather be dead back before this happened. See, now these are all like a bunch of pictures Jen took right here.
He paints from pictures, but the colors seem to come from inside, as he's learned how life indeed imitates his art.
Because I kind of like, you know, see a lot of beauty and things that I didn't see before.
From his first sketch, there have been paintings and pastels.
Like this, I'll have to put it on my wall.
And a whole new perspective on life.
I've learned that, you know, life's not all about the way you look or, you know, what you can do.
Peter may have skills to learn, but has already mastered being an artist by seeing things not as they are, but as they can be.
I think the human spirit can conquer all. It can conquer any challenge that's set forth.